Hello viewers, this Not Too Fast here. In today's video I'll be replacing the DRL or daytime running light that I installed on my Nissan Pathfinder a couple of years ago. Now if you look at the one on the passenger side, you see there's water that got in behind the lens and it's not looking very good. Now I'll be replacing it with a new set of DRL lights that has both white LED for daytime running light and Switchback sequential amber turn signal light. Now since everything's pre-wired from my previous install, this install is going to be very easy, with the addition of tapping one extra wire for the turn signal light. Let's get started. Let me show you these daytime running lights I got. Right here is a wiring harness. This is one of the daytime running light. Now inside this lens here are white LEDs and yellow LEDs, and it has a switchback function. So for daytime running light, it's white, and when you turn on the turn signal, it has sequential amber LED. Right here is the other one. And these are the additional wires for the turn signal. It also comes with some mounting screws. And on the back of the light, you have this metal mounting bracket. I'm going to remove this. And these are the wires to connect to each light. The black and the red wire is the white LED lights, and the yellow wire is for the turn signal. I'll connect this wiring harness to the DRL light and use my power supply to power this on so you can see what it looks like. On the other end of this wiring harness I have this black and red wire, and I'll connect a 12-volt power source to this. Now when you're installing this in your vehicle, connect the red wire to ignition 12 volt so it'll turn on and off with ignition. With the black wire, connect it to chassis ground. So right now you're looking at the white LED for the daytime running light. As you can see, it's very bright. Now on the back of this light, there's also a yellow wire and a white wire. The yellow wire is for connecting to your turn signal. To simulate the turn signal, I'll tap 12 volt onto this yellow wire and I'll pulse it. So when your turn signal is on, this is what it looks like. As you can see, the turn signal is sequential. And when the turn signal is off, the white LED will come back on. Now on the back, there's also a white wire here. The manufacturer called this white wire a dimmer off mode, which is kind of weird because they have the word off in it. And if I connect 12 volt to this white wire, the DRL actually turns off. So it doesn't dim it, but turns off the DRL. For my install, I will not be using this white wire. Now this wiring harness has another connector that I can connect to this other light, and this is how it powers the left and right side. So this time, let's take this to a vehicle and get these installed. With the passenger side daytime running light, you can see there's a lot of water that got in. Even though the light still works, it's kind of ugly. To install the new daytime running light, I will have to remove these. It's held on by double-sided tape, so I'll just carefully pry this down and it'll come off. And here's another look at this light. With the old light, I just need to disconnect the connector. I ran the new wiring harness from the engine compartment down to the fog light location on the passenger side and driver side. And with this connector, I can connect this to the light. The turn signal light is right here, and the bulb can be accessed right behind here. I'll run this yellow wire from the top and bring it down to where the DRL light is. And right here is the yellow wire ran from the top down to this DRL location. And you want to connect this yellow wire to this yellow wire on the lights. And these wires are connected now. I will not be connecting this white wire. To mount this light, I'll put a strip of 3M double-sided tape on this top surface, and I'll stick this in this location right here. So I install 3M double-sided tape onto this metal bracket that's clipped onto the light. Remove the backing on the double-sided tape. Now one thing to know about the orientation of this light is the turn signal is directional. When I tested this on the bench, this turn signal will go in this direction, and I'm installing this on the passenger side, and that's the direction you want. You don't want it the other way around, otherwise the turn signal will flash in this direction. Once you have it in position, hold it for about a minute. Right here is the driver's side. Just like a passenger side, I'll install this metal bracket. Next, I'll put a double-sided tape here. Right here is the passenger side turn signal light. Press this tab, then you pull this connector out. On the back of the connector, you have two wires. One of them is going to be positive, and we need to tap the yellow wire onto the positive wire. Now to connect the yellow wire onto the existing factory wire, I'll be using this type of T-tap. This is a very compact style, and the original wire will go into this slot here. Use pliers and clamp this down, and then your add-on wire will be placed into this end, and then use pliers and clamp this down. For this install, I'm actually going to cut a small slit into this tubing here, and then I'll put a T-tap in the middle here. I don't want to put a T-tap at the end here because I don't think it'll look as nice. Right here is the positive wire. With a yellow wire, I'll insert it into this hole. Use pliers and clamp it down. And now this connection is made. I'll put some tape around it. And here's what it looks like after I tape it up. Now reconnect the connector. Now I'll wire up the driver's side. Here's a recap of where I connected the ignition 12 volt and ground on this Nissan Pathfinder. And this middle blue relay you see right here is actually the accessory relay, and it provides ignition 12 volt that I need. If you look at the cover right here, it tells you this relay is accessory. If you look at the wiring on this blue relay in the middle, there are two wires, the pink and the red. The red is constant 12 volt and the pink is a switch 12 volt. This will output 12 volt when you turn on the ignition. Here I installed the T-tap. Now connect the wire that I'll be tapping into. I'll remove the clips on this cover. You can lift this up a little bit, and I'll tuck the wire underneath, going along towards the driver's side. I ran the ignition 12 volt wire underneath the fuse box over to here. This will get connected to the red wire. For the ground, I'll be using this unused bolt hole you see right here. Here I'll do a quick test, make sure it works. I really like the overall look of these new DRL lights. With a Switchback Sequential amber turn signal, I think it looks much better than the old ones I had. Now if you want to install these lights on a different vehicle other than the Nissan Pathfinder, the overall length is 18 cm and the height is 2.4 cm. And you can buy these lights on AliExpress for $20. If you're interested, check out the link in the video description below. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. To support this channel, remember to click on thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified of new videos.